Hey guys, it's Jerry Schreck from VarietyTrainer.com. Today I'm going to talk about chondromalacia. Okay, chondromalacia is a condition of the knee in that we see it in athletics a lot. Not a lot, but sometimes, and typically we find it in our runners and some of our sports that involve jumping, and some of our pool sports actually, like water polo. And basically what the condition is it's an inflammation of the kneecap. Particularly the underside of the kneecap, where irritation is accumulating there. Sometimes there's a softening of the cartilage underneath the kneecap. Many times athletes will say there's some irritation in there, is sore, especially on extending or excessive bending. I don't want to go into too much detail about the actual what chondromalacia is, but how to correct it. Okay, and how I use corrective techniques to try to get my athletes back to normal and fix the problem. Okay, and the problem typically arises in these athletes is that their lateral quads, okay, the quads made up of 4 muscles, the lateral quads start to fire more and over-dominate the vastus medialis, or the VMO area over here of the quad, okay, this muscle over on the inside. Doing that, the tracking of the kneecap tends to be slightly off, and the kneecap starts getting pulled laterally a little bit. Sometimes it puts a little bend in the kneecap, the patella. And we want to try to get the tracking back in place. Now, how do we do that? Okay, now I know a lot of physical therapists and a lot of people always say about, hey, we want to strengthen the VMO, we want to strengthen this vastus medialis muscle. And is doing that, that's going to pull the kneecap over. Okay, maybe a little bit. But I'm going to take it at almost like a little different approach in that I want to strengthen it, yes, but I want to focus on the firing mechanism, meaning I want my quad to fire as a whole, not just strengthen my vastus medialis. I want all these muscles to kind of work synergistically or together. And in doing that, the tracking mechanism of the kneecap will eventually come back out. So how do we do that? Okay, simple exercises that I do. All right, 1, just a quad, okay? All we're gonna do, pull the toes back, squeeze the quad as tight as you can, and relax it. Now, depending upon your level of inflammation and aggressiveness of your condition, this may or may not be viable for you to be able to do because of how tender you are. Okay, so what you want to do is you'll end up having to find a position. You might have to raise the knee up just a little bit and then work on contracting the quads a little bit in an isometric type of contraction. But if you're able to get your legs straight, we just want to externally rotate the hips slightly, toes back, and squeeze the quad as tight as we can. And this VMO, this muscle right here that's tightening up, that's what we want to focus in on. Now, there are some keys to this. You want to be lying down. I'm sitting up to talk. Basically, I want to lie down when I do this, and I want to squeeze it and relax it. Squeeze it and relax it. Now, I also want to facilitate that a little bit more, and what I can do is I can reach down when I'm laying back, because I don't want to be sitting up when I do this, but I'm just doing it for the camera, and I'll just tap it a little bit while I'm trying to contract as tight as I can and relax it. Contract as tight as I can and relax it. This tapping will excite those neurons in there a little bit, get those muscles fired up a little bit more. You get a little bit more excitation in it. Okay, so that's the first exercise. You're just going to do that, and you're looking for about 7 to 10 reps. We're not looking for a lot of pain or discomfort in each of these exercises. Okay, so the second exercise you're going to do is basically it's the same thing, but now externally rotate the hips slightly, like I said. And now I'm going to raise up 6 inches and then bring it back down. Relax it. Squeeze it, raise it up 6 inches and relax it. The whole time I'm doing this, I'm trying to focus on getting the whole quad to fire. Particularly, really getting this excited right here, the VMO, the vastus medialis muscle right here. Okay? So the third and final exercise is get a soccer ball, a volleyball, whatever you have. I'm going to use this D-ball because I just have them laying around here. And you're going to put this down here underneath your knee. Alright, so that's going to put a semi-bend in your knee. And And in this position again, we're going to externally rotate our hips slightly, let our leg relax. Remember, I'm laying down to do this. And I'm going to pull my toes back, lift the leg, squeeze it as tight as I can. Remember, I'm going to reach down here, tap, and I'm going to relax it. Bring it up again, tight, tight, tight. Tap it, contract it, and then relax it again, okay? Those are the exercises, 3 of them. You're going to work on that 2 times a day if possible for about 2 to 3 sets of 7 to 10 reps. These reps should be pain-free, okay? So if you're doing your sets and you get to about the 5th, 6th rep and you start getting some discomfort, that's where you stop, okay? And then you progress later on in the day, say morning and evening, do it again. Maybe you get 5, the next day maybe you're getting 6 or 7 reps. In a week, you might be up to 10 reps pain-free. That's your goal, pain-free, and focus on getting the contraction of the muscle, get it to fire up together as a whole unit. Alright? So think of the process we're trying to do here. It's not just about getting stronger, it's about getting the nerves to fire together and training the quad to contract as a whole to get the knee tracking back. Other things you can do, or you should be doing with this, is flexibility. You should be making sure your quad, particularly your hip flexor, is stretched out. Okay, so get your hip flexor and quad stretched. Make sure that they're really nice and loose. That's key. Keep stretching, get the flexibility in there, loosen it up. Another popular exercise for this, which would be part of a rehab program, is a wall sit, where you sit against the wall, squat down, keeping your back flat against the wall to where you get a 90-degree angle in the hip and the knee, and then take a small medicine ball or a rolled up towel or a pillow, put it between your knees, pinch it, hold it there, flat against the wall. Your back, be flat against the wall, 90 degrees. Tight, 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 squeezing that, and the whole time you're doing that, you can be also tapping on the quads, making sure the full quad muscle is contracting as a whole. Okay, so it takes a lot of repetitions to get that to where your body neurologically learns how to fire those quads back as a whole. So don't expect this to be a quick fix. This is literally a 4 to 12 week process. Okay, it takes a lot of repetitions for the body to start progressing and getting those quads to fire up together as a unit. Alright, so hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and post them down below. Share this with someone who might benefit if they have chondromalacia. It may help them a little bit. It will help them, trust me. And yeah, have a great day. Thanks a lot, guys. It's Jerry Schreck from VarietyTrainer.com. And good luck and work hard in correcting those problems.